the spooks. This is the junior, so this is like a downsize from the bigger spooks here, as you can see like the difference between the size. This is a frog color, and I also have it in the sexy shad color right here. I got this thing. I honestly don't know what this is. I haven't used it ever before, but it looks okay. I'm probably not going to throw it though. And then this is all like weedless frogs. So I got my weedless frogs. Most of these are Booyah frogs. I got this yellow one here, this green one, and these. I think these 5 right here are Booyah frogs. And then this is a red-eyed frog by Strike King. And then this is just like a Dick's Sporting Good, like $3 frog. It's like a pretty decent deal. I caught a lot of fish on it. It hasn't broke yet, so it's a pretty decent deal. And I got the Live Target weedless soft body rat. I haven't thrown this yet. It looks pretty crazy, but probably gonna throw that. I got the Live Target weedless topwater sunfish. Caught a lot of fish on this. I like this, and I think it's better than frogs in some situations. Alright guys, the next box I have is my jig box. To be honest, I don't have a lot of jigs, and I don't jig fish that much, which seems pretty crazy, but like, I'm not very successful where I fish with jigs, but I do have a decent amount, not even a decent amount, a pretty small amount of jigs. So I got some black and blue here. I got some football jigs, some flipping and pitching, some white, some watermelon, some peanut butter and jelly football jig right there. So I got some flipping jigs, I got some swim jigs, got some football jigs. So yeah, that's my Alright guys, my next box is the popper and jerkbait box. So these are my 2 poppers here. They're both made by Rapala. Pretty decent poppers with like the streamers and everything. And I move on. I got my jerkbaits. This is just like a big orange jerkbait, kind of obnoxious. I got some Rapala jerkbaits here. Some more Rapala jerkbaits. Some little ones, some big ones. That's a nice X-Wrap right there. Most of my jerkbaits are shallow dive jerkbaits. That's like an original Rapala right there. And then some are like deep diving. I think I have 1 or 2 deep diving. These are deep diving here. And then a big jerkbaits. I've been killing smallies on these when I go up to this Clear Lake in New Hampshire. And then the best thing out of this box right here is the Megabass Vision 110 jerkbait. This thing is awesome. It's a great jerkbait. I actually got it for my birthday. It was a birthday present. It's a very expensive lure. Like, I don't recommend buying it and using it in like places where there's like big rocks or like weeds and stuff, or wood, any type of wood, places that you could break off, because it's like a $25 lure. But this is perched and nice jerkbait. Next box is the lipless crankbait and crankbait box. Right here to start off, I got this little chartreuse soft body shallow diving crankbait. I got this in Mr. Tackle Box too. I have not been able to use it yet, but sharp hooks. I don't know if a soft body crankbait will work, but we'll have to find out. I got some soft body lipless crankbaits. Some little square bills here, some more little square bills, shallow diving. Then I got some 2-piece little like crankbait things. And in here, these are like mainly my lipless crankbaits. I got some Strike King red eyes, and then a couple Rapala chromes. These are my craw crankbaits. I use these in like rocky places. See how it kind of looks like it imitates a crawfish swimming backwards. It's pretty cool. Got this little swim bait here, and these are my deep diving crankbaits. I got 3 Live Target here, Live Target crankbaits, and then I got this chartreuse one that I got in Mr. Tackle Box. And then lastly out of this box is this Japanese made lipless crankbait, which looks really good. Seems to be a nice little lipless crankbait here. It's pretty big too. Alright guys, my next box is my spinnerbait and chatterbait box. It's probably my biggest box, and I like throwing the spinnerbait more than any other hard lure. It's one of my all-time favorite lures. So I got some, I have a lot of Gary Yamamoto spinnerbaits, some like Dick's Sporting brand spinnerbaits, some Strike King. So these are all like whites here. It's another white. And I got some like lime green chartreuse. And then some black ones. I like to throw this big one. This big, I think it's like a half-ounce, I think it's a half-ounce Gary Yamamoto spinnerbait. I like to throw this like right when it's like almost pitch black. That's a really good tool to throw right there. And then I got, I think 3 chatterbaits. I got this black and blue Z-Man chatterbait. The metal paint's starting to come off here. You can see that. I caught a pretty decent pickerel on it. That's probably why. Then I got this one right here. It's another, actually this is a Booyah chatterbait. It's a good chatterbait right here. And then I got another Z-Man chatterbait right here. It's like a smaller version. And Lake Winnipesaukee, they've been killing it with this lure right here. So I've been throwing this lately. And I got one buzzbait. I'm not a really fan of buzzbaits, but I do have one. It's the Booyah buzzbait. Alright guys, this isn't that exciting. This is my ice fishing box. I got some just like small little jigs here. These are like little Rapala streamers. These are really good ice fishing lures. And I got some more jigs. And I got some hand warmers, some drop baits, and some hooks. So this box isn't that exciting, but it's just my ice fishing. Alright guys, this here is my terminal tackle box. I got some jig heads, some swivels, some little weights from when I like take my sister and brother out and they're using like night crawlers or shiners. I got a Carolina rig here. I have not been able to use this yet, but I'm definitely going to pretty soon. I got some Senko hooks. I think these are 3/0 Texas rake hooks. Some shaky heads and some 5/0 swim bait hooks for like soft body swim baits. Got some 2/0 drop shot hooks, 1/0 drop shot hooks. These are all trailer hooks for my spinner baits. These are all Strike King. I got some 2/0 Senko and Texas rig hooks. Some 3/0 and 2/0 Senko hooks for like, but obviously they're red. Sometimes this color kills it. Sometimes it won't even get you a bite. So I don't have much of these, but when it is on fire, I throw this a lot. I got some tungsten for some flipping and pitching in the pads. I got some weights here, and then I got some drop shot weights. And then I got tiny jig heads, and I use these for big white perch when I'm fishing moving water. And then right here, I got some night crawler hooks for when I bring my brother and sister. So I'm moving on to soft plastics now. This is like a $11 Yum box that I use, and now I put like leftover Senkos that if I like unbag Senkos because I don't have enough room, I'll put them in this box. So I just got all different types of Senkos, all different sizes, all different colors in here. I'm a huge Senko guy. Senko's my go-to lure. Usually a Senko rigged with like a 2/0 or 3/0 Texas rig hook. That's my go-to bait. Alright guys, this is another like unbagged, like just like variety of soft plastic lures. So I got some Gary Yamamoto creature baits, some curly tail worms, some more curly tail worms, some flukes and swim baits. These are like a bunch of craws, like mixture of craws. Some drop shot baits. I think these are the Zoom trick worms, and then some these are some tubes and some like little like double-sided worm things here. Alright, my last like mystery, like just a bunch of like random soft plastic lures. These are all little grubs. I throw these a lot, and my dad, this is like his go-to lure, so I've always had a lot. I got some Zoom lizards and some some ribbit frogs, and then I got some little swim baits and some twitch baits here. Guys, before I get into my main soft plastic arsenal, this is just like some go-to saltwater lures that I have. I don't normally fish saltwater around this area. Usually when I fish saltwater, I'm out in Nantucket, which I do fish a lot saltwater. But I just got some Deadly Dicks here. Like, this is like a big jig. This is a bluefish plug. This is another bluefish plug. This is just some grubs with some jig heads. And then these are just some squid, all for like schools, and that's a big swim bait. So this is just like a small little arsenal just in case I go out with my buddies or like there's something big happening and I go on a boat. Okay, guys, this entire thing is Senko's. Like I said, Senko's my go-to bait, so this is the bait I have most. My go-to color is black with blue flake, and it's made by Gary Yamamoto. So I got 2 bags of those. Then I got my next go-to lure is green pumpkin. I got 2 of those. Got another black and blue, black with blue flake. I got a solid white, black with red flake. I got a red flake, red with red flake. Then, when I'm fishing with my buddies, they tend to lose the Senko, so I get a bunch of cheap Senkos, too, for them. So, I got some, black with blue flake, Yum Dingers. So, these are just like these, but, like, probably, like, maybe, like, 2/3 of the price. So, very cheap. So, I got 2 packs of those. This is just, like, a mix of them. I'm probably going to end up putting that in my, Senko bag there, so I'll do that later. I got baby bass here. This is like a bunch of cheap. This is a ton. This is like purple with purple flake and some watermelon. I got some watermelon with red flake. Baby bass. Some more baby bass. Watermelon with red flake. And then some more baby bass. Next is drop shot baits. I got some Biospawn. Some bait company, like big needleworms. Some KVD, little drop shot, Dream Shot plastics. Chartreuse. Some more Biospawn. Got some little Zoom flukes. This is my go-to drop shot bait right here. And then I got these Vibra grubs. I got these in Mystery Tackle Box. They look like they won't catch anything, but to be honest, like I think they might be really good. I'm gonna try them out pretty soon. I got 2 packs of those. Next is my craws and jig trailers. I got some Havoc black and blue craws, Zoom Super Chunks, and black and blue, and then watermelon and pumpkin. I got some brush hogs. Some Charlie Worm watermelon craws. These are for like chatterbait trailers. These are just some double-tailed little grubs. Gary Yamamoto watermelon double-tailed grubs. I got some Jitter craws, black and blue power bait made by Berkley. This is John B's go-to lure right here. He gets a lot of these, so thought I might give him a use. Some Gary Yamamoto double-sided grubs, black and blue. Some Razor double-sided, just solid like light blue. Got some lizards here. I use these for trailers every once in a while. Got some more Charlie's worms. Got some black and blue flake craws. Some more Yum craws. Some big bite craws. And then some Gambler Go Fish watermelon. My last soft plastic is swim baits and flukes. I got some Kitech shads. Got 2 of those. I got some Kitech baby bass. And I got some more Kitech swimming pack. These are like fat and big. These are what I throw on the 5-aught swim bait hooks. I use Kitech the most for my swim baits. Got some Zoom watermelon flukes. Some V&M flukes, and I also have curly tail worms in this. I got some rage tail curly tail worms, some young curly tail worms, some bass attacker curly tail worms,